Okay, here I'm going to do an example of solving a quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. First of all, in order to solve using the quadratic formula, the equation needs to be set equal to 0. Both problems I'm assigning tonight are already set equal to 0, but problems that you're going to see later in this week might not be set equal to 0, so that would be your first move. Okay, the formula is right over here that's always been provided. We're going to identify the A, B, and C. A is 2. B is -5, C is -2. And now we're going to plug this into the formula. Now how I like to start is I plug in parentheses for every variable. And now I'll go back and plug my pieces in slowly. I saw a lot of students that would identify ABC correctly when we did this section, but then plug things in incorrectly. So make sure you're plugging them in correctly. If you can identify them right, there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to plug the pieces in correctly, because the formula is given. Okay, so that's everything plugged in. Now, what I'd recommend doing is if you have a graphing calculator or a calculator, a scientific calculator, is when you get to what's under the square root is enter that all in at once. First thing I only did, I got rid of the -5. But I'm going to take this step by step for those of you who are taking this step by step. The biggest mistake I saw when we were doing this is students were making this a -25 because they weren't putting this in parentheses. -5 squared is +25. -4 times 2 is -8. -8 times -2 is +16. 2 times 2 is 4. So I'm breaking this down step by step. So that would equal 5 plus or minus 25 plus 16 is 41 over 4. Okay, now that I've got the square root, I've got one number underneath the square root. And remember, if this number is negative, it would be no solutions. Okay, we're going to have two solutions. I'm going to have 5 plus the square root of 41 over 4. I'm going to have 5 minus the square root of 1 over 4. Those are going to be my two answers. So now I need to take my calculator once again and take the square root of 41. I will not accept any square roots in your answer. So if you're using a computer program and it's simplifying a radical and giving you a square root in your answer and you use it, you're not going to get any credit. Repeat, any credit for doing the problem. So here's 6.4. So this would be 5 plus 6.4 over 4, 5 minus 6.4 over 4. Well, 5 plus 6.4, you can bring the calculator right back in. 5 plus 6.4, we see that's 11.4 divided by 4, 2.85. Okay, 5 minus 6.4, we have -1.4. Divide that by 4, -0.35. And